Hey, welcome back, or welcome to the channel. We have finally made it to Paris on our epic European adventure. If you've been following along from our cruise from New York and down into the Mediterranean, we're now crisscrossing across Europe on train, or in this case, airplane, to get to our destination. So stay tuned as we kind of show you the sights and the beautiful art and the food of Paris. So if you're kind of thinking about taking a trip to Paris, well, you can get a little bit of a advantage by watching this. I'm kind of an over planner. I have watched dozens of YouTube videos about Paris and done a lot of internet research and read books and articles and all kinds of stuff. So I kind of figure out exactly where we want to go and how much time we have there. So this is kind of like if you want to do Paris and see a lot of everything in just about 2 days, but not feel terribly rushed. This just watch along, and this might help you.
Bonjour from Paris. Out for a little morning stroll. Went to the grocery store here. Well, like a Target store or something, I guess. But just another amazing, beautiful city on our epic adventure here. Would you like to hear some music? And of course, Subway. Jean-Luc. So we're back here where we originally started, and we're gonna pop in this little place for our croissant.
So right across the street from our hotel is this great little bakery and this bodega where you can grab your snacks for your hotel room.
I wish I could tell you how good that rotisserie chicken smelled. That's where we had dinner last night, and our hotel is right beside it.
So here's the aerial of where we're staying. This is the Arc de Triomphe, and we're right down the street from it, there at the end of the street. You can even walk to it at nighttime. Beautiful, kind of a rainy night. We were able to wander down there, but you can literally look out our hotel room to the restaurant, and there's the little bodega and the bakery and another restaurant, and then right out the window to the Arc de Triomphe. This is this area here, very famous, kind of a circle, and off of the circle there, we've got these little spires of streets, and ours is right here. That's our hotel. Beautiful old hotel, historic hotel here, and the lobby. This is the Elsa Hotel on Carnot Avenue, and then right across the street from there is the Le Grand Carnot. It's a great little restaurant there, and like I said, then we have that little bakery right there, the Maison Hardel, and the Inform Cafe here. I want to say right around in there somewhere, there was like a little hamburger shop or something. I don't see it showing up here, but right all up and down this street here, there's plenty of little restaurants and places for you to eat at. There's another great hotel there, the Hotel Regents. But again, coming up here to the Arc de Triomphe and this roundabout here, and all about around the roundabout is restaurants, and I want to say there's even a McDonald's right there. Kind of zooming out, you can kind of see how it's very centrally located. I guess not centrally located, but it is conveniently located to be able to go from there to the Eiffel Tower by cab in just a few minutes, or over to the Notre Dame, and of course let's go check out that place. As you know, this is the Louvre, and of course you do need to get some advance tickets to get in there. But even if you don't do that and you just want to go out and look around, there is the Tuileries Garden, and there's another one of the arcs there at the entrance to that. And if you kind of just look straight through there, it lines up the Louvre, and then spinning around it, it goes all the way down and lines up with the Arc de Triomphe at the other end, past the Concorde monument. This was the Tuileries Palace Gardens, and then in the 1500s it became a public garden and kept getting continually upgraded by each following king. It lived through some revolutions. It has some little ponds in there where the kids can rent these boats and sail them around. Beautiful flowers here. There's a garden cafe. There is beautiful artwork here, and it all does lead up to the Place de la Concorde, which is a public square where there was actually several executions there, including King Louis XVI and I think in the same year, Marie Antoinette. From there, it's just a fairly short hop right over to the Eiffel Tower. Or you can kind of exit the park here to the north, and there's conveniently a row of restaurants and hotels and some shopping there. Now we're going to take a cab or an Uber up here to the Montmartre district. It's a historic district up on a large hill in Paris where you get to see incredible views. Now you're going to have your Uber or your cab drop you off here along this row. It's kind of at the base of the Sacré-Cœur, which is this basilica that's up here on this hill where you can see these beautiful panoramic views of all of Paris. Don't come up these stairs here. Definitely not these. It's better to have the cab just bring you right up here so you can just take this smaller flight of stairs and come right up here. This basilica was only built in, I think, the 1870s, but it is beautiful architecture, and again, it's the views that you're coming up here for. Now, some of you may recognize these stairs from a recent John Wick film where he had a prolonged fight scene going up top of these stairs. So if you want to recreate that scene, you can go ahead and climb those stairs. You do you, boo, but there are easier ways to get to the top for these views. But from up here, we will be able to see all the way out to the Eiffel Tower and all of this Montmartre district that we're about to go wander down through. But like I said, come up here to the Basilica, walk around, take the pictures. It is very, very, very crowded up here. Fair warning. But then kind of wander down these stairs. And now there is this little tram that'll bring you to the top or down to the bottom if you want to. It's another option to get up here or down from here. But we just wander down these stairs here. You get some incredible views as you come down the stairs. And there's several little places to stop and sit along the way. And then you're going to end up down here at the bottom to this little shopping area and this carousel. So this will kind of pop us out right here on Steenkirk Street. And right along here, there's several little restaurants right here on the corner, and tons of gift shops, junk shops, all with identical items. So no matter which store you go into, you're going to get the same shirt, same mugs, same junk. But you can come down this street, fill up your bags with all the stuff that you want to take back home, and then we're going to cut down this street right here. This street is called Dorsale. And just right along here to one of our first little fun shops. This is Damn Buttons. I had to run in here and buy some damn buttons.
button shop.
And then right across the street from us is this beautiful little courtyard. And we were able to grab lunch here. It's right in front of this little performing arts theater. And got like a little restaurant sitting underneath the trees here. And my wife actually got some beautiful little escargot here in this little courtyard cafe. And no, I did not eat those. Those things are disgusting. I think they're actually getting the food from right across the street in this little restaurant right over there. But it's a great little place to have lunch. Now we're going to continue up along the street a little further. And actually a little bubble tea place along here, a couple clothing stores, skateboard shop. Another little French restaurant. There was actually a really cool little shop that it's not showing up on the map here, but a little place where you could get posters, artwork, and things like that. And then coming right down here around the corner is Pain, which is a famous bakery that you ought to try out. Now we're going to come down this way, and right here is this kind of a funny women's clothing store with this odd poster of Wonder Woman ironing Superman's suit. But anyway, right down through here is also a really cool little shop. I'll show you a picture of it. Or is it down here? Might be down here. Right up here? No, that's not it. Anyway, this little shop here. And then we'll continue down towards the corner and out here onto this street. And I don't know if this is called, is this the Promenade Coccinelle? Or is this a Boulevard de Clichy? I don't know. Haven't quite understood this yet. But come out here onto this street and let's go walking down this way. And you'll see why. But there are several little restaurants. There's lots of shops, more souvenir junk shops. And oh look, a Kentucky Fried Chicken, just in case you're missing home. And even a McDonald's there. And we'll just continue down this way a little further, and we'll see more restaurants, more shops. And I will warn you, kind of these alleyways, you see there's hotels and there's these alleyways and there's some there's a theater, and kind of what we were warned about is this is the red light district. So you're going to see some people doing transactions on the streets up and down through the alleyways, and pimps or whatever you call them out here on the street corners, and ladies working down the alleys. So maybe don't go down the alleys, and maybe don't pick a hotel in this area unless you want to pay by the hour. But we're going to continue down this street. The street itself, with the exception of shops like this, the street itself seems pretty safe, and but you'll see why we're going this way here in just a second. You're going to eventually walk right up to the famous Moulin Rouge. Kitschy, kitschy, ya, ya, da, da. Creole Lady Marmalade. You know, that one, that place from the movies. And you can't get tickets to go see a show here at this historic theater, I guess you'd call it, but sadly, Nicole Kidman and Ewan McGregor are no longer performing there. And we're going to just continue up the street here, and this is kind of bringing us towards the end of our second day here in Paris, but several more little restaurants and things for you to see and eat at and drink all along here. And if you're a fan of Metallica, you could proceed up the street just a little ways here to James Hetfield's. However, I'm told it has no actual relation to James Hetfield. It is just kind of in his name, and but they have a lot of foods that are kind of themed foods in there. So yeah, that's our video for our trip in Paris. I am here in our camper, our RV, editing videos in Kansas. The ceiling fan is not in my head. Editing videos in Kansas, so that shows you how far behind I am. But if you're enjoying these videos, though, stick around. Still trying to crank out the videos, and we will eventually get you caught up. But from this spot here in Paris is a good spot to catch your cab or Uber to your hotel, or if you want to go see some more stuff, that'd be a good place to grab your cab from. Uber is very prominent in Paris, very easy to use on the app and everything like that. Actually, we kind of found in our travels that you can compare the cabs and the Ubers and decide which one is your best value for your trip for that day. If you want to go see some more things, from here you can go do that, go back to your hotel, whatever. We only did 2 days there, and honestly, it's because we kind of heard some negativity about Paris, and specifically about maybe the people of Paris, and that they were rude or whatever. We found that to be completely untrue. So don't let that hinder you from going. We strongly encourage you to go check out Paris. If you're gonna do Moulin Rouge or the Louvre or something like that, you're obviously gonna need more than just 2 days. But we're in the area, so let's swing over to Paris and let's just check Paris off our bucket list. But after having been there, we really both want to go back to Paris and spend a lot more time there, because it is just an absolutely beautiful city. So much to see, so much to do, and so we would encourage you to go there and spend a little more time than just 2 days. But if you happen to only have 2 days, you're on a layover, or you're there for a trip or something like that, you could follow this, and you could at least feel like you saw a good portion of Paris. And really, some of these things are free or inexpensive. Walking is not expensive. Going to the park is not expensive. So these are some things that you could do even while you're there on a business trip or something like that. So anyway, if you're enjoying this series, continue watching it, like and subscribe. That way you won't miss the next one. The next one is London. We are flying to London because, again, believe it or not, I screwed up my tickets from Paris to London, my train tickets. So we had to fly to London, but that is our last flight. Once we get to London, we will do London, we'll do Liverpool, and then we rent a car and go up to Scotland for about 2 weeks, a week and a half, and then we come back to Liverpool, drop our car off, and then we take a boat over to Ireland, and then we rent a car there. We're there for like another week and a half. So if those things interest you, watch. They are coming about every couple weeks, because like I said, I am on vacation here still. We are kind of traveling across the upper states, because we want to avoid Texas in the summertime. So we did our summer in the northern United States. So if you're interested in those things, then again, subscribe to the channel, because we do RV trips, and so those will be coming up here as soon as I finish these. I'm really wanting to get those videos put together, but I want to complete this series first. So stick with me, and we will see you on the next video in London. Thanks for watching.